Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It is Monday, October 27th, 2025. How you guys doing this morning? Hope you had a great weekend. I did. I know I can't post this over on YouTube, but that's okay. I'll post it when I'm able to get back on here. I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're doing swell. Let me pull this hood out. It's a little nippy here in Chicago. 8 a.m. But it is Monday, everybody. It's Monday. Happy Monday. Whew. Okay. All right, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you, and you. Whew. I struggled this morning. I almost did not go because I had a real bad stomach ache. My stomach is still hurting. Not hurting as bad, but it hurts. So I don't know what in the heck that is all about. But it's hurting. It's not hurting anymore. And I struggled and debated about going because I really wanted to get up and fix me some tea, and I didn't. So anyway, here we are. Here we are on our way to the J-O-B. Whew, it's back to hurting. It's like it come and go, come and go, come and go. I'm not sure what it's all about. But I know one thing. I'm going to pray about it because I rebuke getting any stomach bug or virus or whatever. Could have been something that I ate. I don't know. But in any event, it is Monday morning, another day that God has blessed us to see. And although I really did not feel like getting up this morning, I really did not. I'm going to cut fruit here again. I'm going to cheat. Get through all that traffic. I just went through the parking lot, came on through. Oh, just trying to get here, y'all. Just trying to get here. So if you didn't know, by the time you see this video, you probably will know, but the time change goes back this coming Saturday night. So I think do we gain an hour? I think we gain an hour. Or do we lose an hour? I don't know, shit. I think we lose an hour. Fall is fall back. Spring is spring ahead. So I think we lose an hour. Yeah. Something like that, y'all. Something. I don't know. But I'll just say this. It will be dark at 4:30. So around 4:30, it will be dark. And I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I wish they would just leave it alone. I'd rather that it's lighter outside. I'd rather that it's light outside than it's dark outside early. You know what I mean? So, anywho. But yeah, my stomach is hurting. It has stopped and now it's back. It's back to hurting. So I'm gonna find me something. I don't know what I'm gonna find. I don't know what is hurt. I can't think of anything that I ate that would have gave me a stomach ache, really. I don't know. And my hair is slicked down till I get to the beauty shop on Friday. I'm going to the beauty shop Friday after work. So the rest of the week it will be like this until I get to the beauty shop. So for those of you that are not over on my personal Facebook page, I wanted to talk to you all about two things. And for those of you that are over there, like Brenda Meadow, some other, I don't know, you all probably saw this video that I did yesterday on my Cece's Fashion is My Passion, and over on my personal Facebook page, I went live yesterday. I hardly ever go live over there, but I do go live over there. It's not as big of a platform as YouTube, and I don't have to argue with people and have to be bullied and trolled over there on my personal Facebook page when I go live, because those are people that I know personally. Those are family, those are friends that I grew up with from grammar school to high school, people that I'm still friends with. So they don't do that to me. It's the people over here on YouTube when I go live that are the most egregious, racist, prejudice, body shaming, you know, all the things that people do and all the things that people say, you know. It's a much safer space over there because I know those people personally, and those people, you know, have been in my life all my life, and they love me. They really, really, truly love me. And, you know, it's probably some people over there that are my classmates that, you know, don't care for me, but whether they do or they don't, they do not act like the people over on YouTube, I guess is what I'm saying. So with that being said, there's a lot of traffic out here for a Monday morning. My God. With that being said, I went live over there. And I went live over there specifically because I wanted to talk about something that happened over the weekend. There's a young woman. She looks like she's, I don't know, I guess she could be my age. She might be even younger. I don't know. But anyway, she lives over here in the South Shore area here in Chicago. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Chicago, live in Chicago, they're watching this video or know anything about Chicago, we have an area called the South Shore area, and it's over here on the east side of Chicago. I'm very, very familiar with that area. I grew up over there in that area. So I know exactly where this took place because I'm familiar with the area. So, so that area has changed. It used to be very, very nice, very decent area. Everybody wanted to live over there because you have the beach right over there, right? You have the beach. So everybody wanted to live over there. And in fact, my aunt, she lived over there, and we would go over to her house on the weekend, and we would walk across the street, and you would be right there at the beach. So it was really a kind of, you know, upscale area. And I'm sure back then, whatever the rent was, it must have been a lot because, you know, like I said, people wanted to live there. So anyway, it has changed, and it has changed due to the fact that you have, unfortunately, low income, Section 8, so forth and so on. And not just that, just because of the crime that Chicago is just inundated with as a whole. So this young lady did a Facebook Live where she came on live and was walking out of her apartment building to her car. And someone vandalized, or they, or more than one person, vandalized her vehicle. She has a Honda Civic. And Honda Civics are hard to steal. They're not easy to steal. So because they could not steal the car, they trashed the car. And then they went even further, because not only because they could not steal it, they decided to tear it up. So they tore all of her power steering, where her steering wheel was, all of that console, everything up under the steering wheel, they just ripped it. So she goes live and she's saying her car was broken too. They broke out the back window. And so because they tore up the power steering and all of that goes with it, the car's not drivable. So the lights would not go off. There was nothing she could do with it. She just ripped it apart. So it was as if they were pissed that they could not have stole the damn car. So they said, oh, well, if we can't get it and steal it and drive it, bitch, you won't either. So we just gonna tear your shit up. So it's like they were pissed off that they couldn't get the car. Now, a lot of these stolen cars that they steal here in Chicago are cars that they take to do these snag and grabs, where they go to these, thank you, I wish you'd get over. You can't ride both lanes, dude. Come on now. Your truck is already humongous, and you over here and you over that side. What lane you gonna be in? So, they take these cars, and what they do with them is that they take them and they run them up into stores, and they steal them, and then they run them up into stores, and this is how they go in and steal clothing and stuff like that, right? So that was the whole purpose of them doing what they did. So she was on and she was crying, and she has she's a small entrepreneur. Now, I don't know if she owns this business with her daughter, because she was mentioning another person. So I don't know if it's her daughter or her sister. I'm assuming it's her daughter. And she was saying, you know, I need my car because this is how I deliver whatever her small business is. And she said, you know, I'm a small entrepreneur. I get up every day. She said, I work hard. She said, she said, I'm just trying to make it like everybody else. She said, now you've come and you've torn my car up. You vandalized my car. And I can't drive my car. Because see, she had nothing in the car. She didn't have nothing valuable in the car, so they couldn't get nothing. She said, how do you do this? And it's always your own. It's always your own, talking about black people in the community. And she said, we're supposed to be here to love each other and help each other and support each other. And here I have a business, and she was talking about all the things she does in the South Shore community, how she gives back, how she donates her products, and she said, you know, I live right here in this community, and you take from me, and I'm always giving. And you know, she was extremely hurt, extremely hurt, upset, frustrated, mad, pissed off, all of that. And she was just going through. And I was like, oh my God. And if you've been here, and if you know what you know about me and my car situation and all that I have gone through with this car. No, my car wasn't broken into, it wasn't vandalized, none of that. But I have spent at least $10,000 in the last 2 years on this car. with the help of my mom, with the help of Meadow Shrub, who's always, willing to help me, with the help of other friends, with the help of my other friend who sent me that $2,000. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I guess the point that I'm trying to make, you all, is that I felt her pain. I really, 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 really felt her pain. And I felt her pain because as a single black woman living in this city, when you don't have, whether you have people to help you or you don't have people to help you, whatever the case may be, whatever the case may be, it's just hard. It's hard out here. And I really just don't understand. I guess I just don't understand what people, why are we so low down and dirty towards other people? So anyway, she went on to say, I work hard, I give to the community, I live in this community. She said, I have a business right here in this community, and this is what you do to me, and you tear up my car, and what, and she just snapped out, and she was just crying. So it really bothered me. I mean, it bothered me because I can relate. And I've never had my car broken into or vandalized, but I know how badly you need a car in this city. Okay? You need a car. So I was not conflicted, but I just could not get her off my mind. It disturbed me that badly. And what happened was I saw it on somebody else's Facebook page, because I'm not her friend and I don't follow her business. But somebody else that I'm friends with on Facebook, they posted it. They shared her live video to their page and was talking about, these little ninjas in the neighborhood always tearing up shit, doing shit, blah, 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 right? So that's how I was able to see it. So then I shared it to my Facebook page. So out the course of the day, multiple people were sharing it. So I think right now she's got over 500, maybe close to 1,000 people have shared it to their platform. So in any event, I looked at it and everything, and I shared it, and I was saying to the people on my Facebook page, how horrible, this was, that this happened to her. So anyway, I went back and forth about reaching out to her because I don't know her personally. Damn snail. I don't know her personally. And I didn't want to offend, or you just don't know. I don't know what the word, I'm not probably using the correct word, but I just didn't know how to reach out to her to help her. I guess that's what I'm saying. So I went to her page and saw that there was a way to message her. So I immediately started praying for her situation. I prayed for her. I did. And then I asked God, I said, God, what would you have me to do? I said, because I know that you have blessed me immensely. And I just cannot get this woman out of my head. I cannot get the situation out of my head. I said, this is just hurting my heart. And it really did hurt my heart. So I prayed and I asked God. And God told me to send her a monetary, gift. And I said, okay. Now, the day before that, Friday, Brenda, who's my YouTube subscriber here, sent me a $50 gift card. She sent it to me because she knew that when I came back from the cruise that, my car wouldn't start, all the stuff that I've been going on. She said, I wish I could have sent you more, but, so she sent me the $50 gift card. So I had been blessed, right, with the $50 gift card. Prior to that, Meadow had Zelled me some money to help me with the car starter. Because I really didn't have the money. So I already had some money. He sent me money. Then my mother gave me money. And I was able to get the car fixed. Because, that was close to like $800 to get this car fixed. My mother told me it wasn't $800. I said should have been. It was $788. So that's what it was, right? So I said, okay, so I went and I looked at my checking account to see how much money I had and what I could send her, right? Because I knew because I knew that I got to make it to the following week, November 7th, rather. So I was like, okay, what can I do? What can I send her? Oh, y'all, I ain't feeling good at all. My body is aching a little bit. So I was like, what can I do, to help her, So I really, really prayed about it. And I was just, asking God, like, what should I do? So I went and I did look at my checking account because I knew what I had in my checking account, right? So I went to look and I sent her. So first I messaged her. Sent her a message through Facebook Messenger. And I told her who I was, and I told her that I had seen her live. And I told her that, first I went into, I am so sorry that this happened to you. And please know that you are in my thoughts and in my prayers. And I am so sorry, blah, 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 blah. So I asked her what was her Cash App that I wanted to send her something. So when I initially sent that to her, she said, when I sent her the message, she said, oh, she said, I have a hard time receiving things from people, and I need to get better with that, and I understand that because I'm the same way. I always tell, Metal can tell you that, Passion can tell you that, D can tell you that, Brenda, I don't want to ask people for anything because I know we all are trying to keep our finances together. But like Passion made a comment one time. She said, hey, everybody ain't broke. And that's true. That's true. Everybody is not. So she gave me her Cash App. And I sent her $50 through Cash App. So I told her, I said, I really, this is not my pay week. And I said, so I don't have a lot. I said, but I wanted to send you more. I said, but I know this isn't a lot. I said, but I'm sending it because maybe even if it just help you get an Uber on Monday, what I was hoping that people that saw her live would ask her, could they send a donation to her? And maybe other people did, I don't know. But I was not going to put that on my Facebook page, can we help her? Because people are real funny. And when I say people are real funny, meaning that people don't want to help other people. I mean, it's just a fact. It's not that some people don't want to help other people because some people are just like that. And then some people don't want to help other people because they feel like, oh, well, ain't nobody help me. I'm over here struggling and ain't nobody reached out to me. Them kind of people. And then you got some people who just don't, they just selfish. They don't want to never help nobody. You got all different kind and all different categories of people who don't want to help people for whatever reason it may be, right? So I just felt like I had to help her. And I was not going to ask anybody on my Facebook page to help her because, like I said, I know how people are. I know how people can be. I'm sure she had car insurance, okay? I'm sure she had car insurance. I'm sure, I don't know what they give you for vandalism with car insurance. But the point was that it really wasn't about whether she had car insurance or not. My point was, what are you going to do right now? What are you going to do come tomorrow and Monday and next week? You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? Because we all know that just because you put a claim in through your car insurance, you don't get that right away. You don't. So you just don't get that right away. So, like I said, my heart just went out to her. And I had just paid the mortgage. And I had just paid the mortgage. So it was like I paid the mortgage, I paid the water bill and the light bill. And I didn't have much left. And so, because I wanted that purse from Ross, that purse that I showed you all. Oh, y'all ain't seen it, but I'll post it anyway. I wanted that purse, but because I got other stuff going on, I just couldn't do it. So, I just said to myself, I said, you know what? So like I said, I prayed and I asked God what he wanted me to do. And that's what he told me to do. So I did it. But what I want to share with you all and what I said over on Facebook was that I did not know that I was going to receive a blessing right after that. Something fell. Y'all, I forgot I gotta go punch in. Even though I'm here super early. But I still gotta punch in. Oh. So let me go do that. Let me go punch in and I'll be right back because I want to finish telling y'all. Oh. said when I punch in from now on, since I don't have no hand sanitizer in this car, and I was gonna go in this little, where I used to work in the paint shop, and wash my hands. It is so important, you all, this time of the year, to wash your hands and to try your best not to get sick. Seriously. Listen, I told Christopher this 1,000 times. I'm going to tell him this again. When you brush your teeth, first of all, keep your toilet lid down at all times. All the lids in my house are down, okay? Not only should you keep your lids down because of all the bacteria, okay, that comes out of your body, or your kids, or your husband, or whatever, people using your bathroom, okay? Your bathroom and your kitchen holds the most bacteria. Your bathrooms and your kitchen, or kitchens, if you got more than one. If you do, bless your soul. And you have to keep them clean, okay? You have to keep them clean. So you need to keep those lids down. And then you need to make sure that your toothbrush is covered, okay? That it's covered, and that it's covered, that it's either, like I have mine in a case, and I put the thing on top of it, okay? And for me, I said I was gonna start putting the toothbrush inside of the little thing and putting the lid on. Because when you leave your toothbrush exposed like that, there's bacteria that get on your tooth. It's in the air. It's airborne. And it gets on your toothbrush. And then you go and you put it in your mouth. And then you brush your teeth. Come on here, somebody. So really you putting shit, particles, and all kinds of bacteria in your mouth. So keep your toilet seats down. Put your put the lid on the toilet seat. Put the toilet seat down and put a cover over your toothbrush. And I know you know this, so I know I'm not telling you something that you don't know. But when you get sick, when you're recovering from a cold, flu, stomach virus, anything like that, whether it be you or your kid or your significant other, throw your toothbrush away and get you a new toothbrush. Okay? If you use an electrical toothbrush, have more than one. So anyway, I reached out to her, and she was real receptive. She said, I have to learn how to receive. She said, I'm not good with that. And I told her I could relate to that. And I said, and I certainly understand. I said, but I wanted to be careful about reaching out to you, because I don't, some people don't want your help. And I say this, people might say, well, who wouldn't want somebody to help them? You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't. And get offended when you try. It sounds weird, it sounds stupid, or it may sound like something that you don't understand, but it's the truth. So I'm always careful about what I say or how I reach out to an individual, because like I said, some people, I'm not one of them people to get offended if you're trying to help me, but I do sometimes have a hard time accepting things even when I know that I need it. I'm getting better. But I can relate. So she was real receptive, and I told her I understood that. And I sent her the $50 through her Cash App. So when I get off the phone, not off the phone, when I finished messaging her, I had been messaging a YouTube subscriber here named D. D is one of my Facebook, not Facebook, one of my YouTube live moderators. She's a moderator over here on my channel when I go live. I've talked to D through email several times. Nice, just a nice person all the way around. So I don't know if you all remember, but I had that swimsuit cover up dress that that I had on the ship. It was real colorful. I did a haul about it. Well, I ordered 2 by mistake. So Dee reached out to me and she asked me if I would be willing to sell the one. I got this glue on here. If I would be willing to sell the other one that I bought instead of sending it back. I had no intentions of sending it back, but I was just gonna keep it. I was like, I don't really need 2 of them. So I told her, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, I'll send it to you. So in the midst of me, going on a cruise or whatever, we didn't connect. So anyway, she reached out to me about it again. So I replied back to her and told her, yeah, I'll send it to you. Now I told her that she didn't have to pay me for it because it was not an expensive item. I don't even think that thing cost $20. Well, she ain't listened to me. I'm trying to get this on here. I got some glue on my finger. I don't know if this is gonna stick. Okay, I got it on here. So she took it upon herself, Miss Little Missy took it upon herself, and she sent me $120. Now, the moral of this story is this. When God spoke to me and after I prayed about it and asked God, what should I do? And he told me to send that young lady who I did not know. Ain't never seen her a day in my life, to send her $50. I was obedient and I did what God told me to do. I had no clue that he was then going to turn around and bless me more than what I gave. I gave 50 and I got 100. Do you all understand what I'm saying? And this was all just from being obedient. I didn't know that Dee was going to send me that money after I sent this lady the money. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to press these lashes in. I had no clue. I had no clue that was coming. Okay? I had no clue. Wasn't looking for it. Didn't expect it. I thought Dee was just gonna send like $25 for me to, if not that much, because I told her not to send nothing. I said I don't, I'll send it to you. So then when I text her, so then when I sent the young lady the money and then Dee sent that, I emailed her back. I said, Dee, why you send so much money? I said, you didn't have to send that much. I said, you didn't have to send even close to this. She said, oh, she said, well, just take the money, Chris. Take the money, CC, and just use it for you and Chris and your mom. Go get you all some ribs or whatever. I'm like, girl, but you know what I'm saying is, do you see how God works? When you are obedient to Him, and when you have a heart for people, how He will bless you. And your blessing may not come that fast. You may not, you may not get it like that, like how I got it, but it might come later. But the point that I'm trying to make is that always do what you know is the correct thing to do, whether you know somebody or not. What I've learned in this in this 55th year of my life is that we have to be willing to help people, even when we don't have a connection to them. Because if we can't help people, if we can't help somebody, why are we here? Why are we here? And like I told you all, the young lady she just broke my heart. And if you've ever been in that kind of a situation where your car or your home or anything has been taken away from you or vandalized, it hurts. It hurts. When I see these business owners get on, this one is not sticking. When I see these business owners get on and they talk about how their businesses have been broken into and all the money that they have put into their businesses, and then to have somebody break into their establishment, that's a hurtful thing. Y'all, it's this little boy. As I was putting these lashes on, I was thinking about this little boy. He on Facebook, right? His mother is taking a nap, and he recording her while she's sleeping. And I wish I could put it over on YouTube. And he says, and she's sleeping, he says, my mama, big, what did he say? Big face, big lashes, turtleback neck. He said she got a turtleback neck. But y'all got to hear how he said. So when I was putting these lashes on, I was thinking about that. Ooh, I laughed so hard that I could not breathe. Do y'all hear me? Boy, when I would have seen that recording and he had called me a turtleback neck, I'm telling you, I would have wore him out. I would have worn him out. Do you hear me? I would have wore that ass out. You recording me talking about turtle? I got a turtleback neck. Whew, these damn kids. Baby, I would have wore him out. Turtleback neck. Baby, I cried. That shit was hilariously funny. Turtleback neck. And that's how he say it. Turtleback neck. Whew. And she sleep, taking a nap, probably and work hard, trying to get his little ass some toys or whatever he want. And he on there talking about her. My mama, big face, big lashes, turtleback neck. I'd have beat him. I would have been like, you little Negro. Oh, Lord. Shit was so funny. Kids do stupid shit like that. I remember one time I was asleep and it was Halloween. And Christopher wanted to be this clown or something. I don't remember what he wanted to be. He was all into Halloween. He ain't even into Halloween no more at all. Do you know this little Negro put on I was asleep. He was in the living room. This one was in the apartment. He was in the living room watching TV. Do you know he came in the bedroom while I was asleep, turned the light out, and this thing glowed and lit up. He put that clown mask on and turned the light out and turned that thing on and came up in my face and was like, raw. When I tell you I almost shitted on myself. I was so goddamn mad at him. I was so mad. I said, boy, I went to screaming. I said, and he was just laughing. He turned the light on. Oh, he thought that shit was so funny. I said, turn your ass to bed. Beat the fuck out of you. I was so pissed. Oh, I was pissed. And you know what? And when I told him I was about to beat him, you know, he was laughing. He was laughing his ass off. He was laughing his ass off. He thought that shit was so funny. I wanted to kill him. He scared the shit, literally, out of me. He couldn't wait to tell my mama and daddy how he scared me. The next day he went and told my father. He said, Papa, oh God, I miss my daddy. His death anniversary is coming up. He went and told my father, Papa, you won't believe what I did to my mama. You won't believe. And my father said, what you do, man? What you do? He was little. He had to be about 4. And oh, he thought that shit was so funny. Him and my father was back there laughing. He said, I got her, Papa. I got her. He's like, ooh wee, that was so funny. I didn't find anything funny about it. Nothing. Nothing. So that's okay. I'm gonna get your little ass. So, getting back to my original story. So when Dee sent me the $120, I was like, look at God. I blessed somebody and I got a blessing. That lady wasn't expecting me to bless her, and I wasn't expecting to get blessed. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? These lashes giving me the flux today, baby. They are giving me the flux. I think it's because it's so dark, I can't see. They giving me the flux. I usually don't be on here this long putting on no doggone lashes. So I'm just going to say this. Sometimes you got to bless somebody because we all need somebody. We all need help. My sister bought some lashes, and she said they supposed to go on with the heat of your body. I said, girl, I don't know why you believe that stuff. It ain't gonna work. You need some glue. She saw these lashes on Good Morning America, and she said, that's how you supposed to put them on. I said, girl, you need some glue. I'm telling you what you need. You gonna need some glue. So I hope that we learn to be blessings to people, because we living in some real perilous times. And I'm gonna wait to talk to you all about the SNAP benefit situation, because you all know we're getting ready to be faced with that. November 1st is Sunday, and I think after November 1st, a lot of people are going to lose their SNAP benefits. And this shit is serious. I don't know how they expect people to live. And I don't understand how people are going. I mean, people gonna make it. I know people gonna make it. But we living in a time where it's just real serious out here. I don't understand how we in America and we got people that's hungry. And now you getting ready to take away what they need. I don't get it. But that's another conversation for another day. I'll talk about that at another time. Shoot. This on my face, all this. Damn. Oh, y'all, I'm messing up. I was trying to wipe that on my face, but I'm messing up, y'all. I'm messing up. I call myself wiping it off of this lid. Let me put this in here. Let me wrap this up in here. I need a Ziploc bag. That's what I normally use. I know I should have stayed my fat ass at home. Y'all, there's a picture of me that came up in my Facebook memories. I was so skinny in 2013. It's just pathetic. And now I can't, I'm so fat, it's just ridiculous. I'm gonna do everything I can to get on Wegovy. I don't know how. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope y'all have a great day today. I'm gonna put this video over on my Facebook, CC's Fashion is My Passion YouTube channel. And I'll post it over here, this over here, when I'm able to get back on Facebook. I mean on YouTube. Whenever that may be. But I will post it. So you all have a great day. Just make sure that you bless somebody. And it don't have to be money. It don't have to be with $1. It can be a smile, it can be an encouraging word, it can be a hug, it can be so many different ways. But we all need each other. Everybody. And if you think you don't, life will show you that you will. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. So you all enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Thank God every day for letting you wake up and see another day. Because he didn't have to do it, but he did. Amen, somebody. Amen. So y'all have a blessed day. And have a good day. Press this in here. I'll let you all go. And I'll keep posting until I can come back. I think I can come back on Wednesday. So like I said, this was filmed Monday, October 27th. And, you know, I'll see you all when I see you. Have a good day. Love you guys. Bye.